Outdoor Adventures.
Greetings all, Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I'm getting a lot of feedback on this new FN 510 tactical 10mm. Love this thing, but a lot of people are asking me to compare it with the XDM, and I do have the newer gen XDM Elite 4.5 inch 10mm. Now, what's very interesting about this comparison is Springfield was the first to kind of do the tactical 10mm striker fire pistol, I feel. And it was not with this one, it was with the Gen 1. The XDM Gen 1 had that tactical model. I should have never got rid of it. They had a tactical model. It was the 5.25 inch barrel, even longer. It had a threaded barrel. It was optic ready, really nice trigger. It was a tactical 10mm, and this thing really reminds me of it, but obviously this is a lot more expensive, not quite double the price, but close. So it's not a fair comparison in, I guess, in value. If you're on a budget, just right off the bat, get the XDM. But if you want a comparison between the two pistols and what I would choose, let's go ahead and take a look at both of them. All right, the Springfield XDM Elite 10mm side by side with the new FN. That is clear. Nothing in this mag either, and this is clear. Kind of similar platforms. I mean, the Springfield XDMs tend to be more tactical. This is not the threaded barrel model, but like I said, in the first one they did have that. Very similar. As far as ergonomics, the FN wins by a landslide. The ergonomics on the Springfield are good, but the texture on this is just crummy. They might as well had a big grip zone message right there. Also, this is pretty lame. I'm not a fan of that extra safety right there. The trigger, I have to hand it to Springfield. This Meta trigger, much lighter, more accurate with that trigger than this thing. Although the felt recoil, the recoil springs and everything was much less in this. I could shoot better in terms of recoil with the FN. So that beats the Springfield. However, the Springfield's trigger is better than this one. Sights, I'm going to say they're pretty even. Of course, this was a expensive model, and you got tritium night sights, so that's better. But at least this has steel sights and a fiber optic front sight. Still very nice. So very close as far as the sights. The barrels, you do get a match barrel with the Springfield, so that's very close. This one's a little bit heavier. You get the hammer forged target barrel with the special crown. So the barrel is slightly better in the FN, but they're still very close because you do get a match barrel with the Springfield. So both optics ready. That's a really nice option. That's pretty much it as far as the comparisons I can do. Both have rails. So both great 10mm. New FN 510 tactical 10mm versus the XDM Elite 4.5. See which one shoots better. New FN 510 tactical 10mm versus the XDM Elite 4.5. See which one shoots better.
It's not jam. Oh, take it out, brother.
Yeah, I haven't got the shot yet. That sucks.
Oh, here.
All right, well, it was really interesting. I have to give it to the FN. Upon shooting it, it's not really heavier, maybe a tad heavier. The recoil was so much less in the FN than in this thing. They just put a heavy-duty double spring recoil rod in the FN 510. They engineered it to not have much recoil. They just put a lot more thought. Very similar platforms, but I have to hand it to the FN. I would choose this over the Springfield. Very close though. The Springfield's nice. The Springfield's got a better trigger, but got to give it to the FN. So let me know what you guys think, what you would choose, and become a patron if you can. I got links down below. And thanks. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh no, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time, guaranteed.